Hello everybody, today we will be reviewing the board game Santorini. This review will consist of 6 aspects: how unique it is, how luck-based it is, how diverse and different each game it is, and the quality of the pieces, how balanced different aspects of it are, and how fun the actual game is. So in terms of how unique the game is one of the most unique games I know, because every turn, not only can you move, but you can also build. Building is a whole unique aspect which makes the game so fun to play and awesome. So in how unique the game is, I'm going to give it a 15 out of 15. The next aspect is how luck-based the game is. So now, the game, well, this is hard to say. If you play in a certain way with the gods, it can be very luck-based. For example, if you played Charon versus Morpheus, because Charon is very strong. Charon has the power to chuck people over his head, basically. So if it was my turn, I was brown, I could take this person, fling them over there, and still have my turn to do. Whereas Morpheus is very weak. So if you play with random gods, it is very luck-based. But if you play a system where both players get to pick their god or something like that, it is not very luck-based. There are actually 0 elements of luck in the game, with the exception of chaos, because its power allows you to switch to get different god powers randomly, so that is luck-based. But with that exception, the actual board game has 0 luck, which I really like, so I'm going to give it a 14 out of 15 because they don't include a way in the game, in the instructions, to actually choose the gods without having any luck. So now, in terms of how diverse each game is, it is incredibly diverse, because each game, both players can pick gods, and there are 30 gods. And so that might not sound like a lot, but with 30 gods, there are 870 different pairings of gods. And another thing diverse about this game is actual movement. So, if you have a worker here, it can move to one of 8 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And for each of those spaces, it can build in one of 8 spaces around it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 64 possible moves, 8 times 8. And with 2 workers, that's 128 possible moves, which is absolutely insane. So Santorini is a very diverse game, so I'm going to give it 15 out of 15. But one problem with Santorini here is that you can't actually play all 870 matchups, because many of them will be unfair. So it's less diverse than it seems, but it is still incredibly diverse. So the next aspect is quality. which is like the quality of the pieces. So these pieces, you can see there's quite a lot of detail. The pieces, the buildings feel really nice. They can make towers, obviously. And this tower here looks quite nice. And also, even the artwork on the god tiles, the cards looks nice. So, and my one complaint in quality is that not everything actually fits in the box. If you can see here, the box is very cluttered, and if you try and fit everything in, you'll have to end up bending the lid, which is very inconvenient. So in quality, I'm going to give it a 14 out of 15. Okay, so the next aspect is balance. So this may be the worst aspect of Santorini. So you can make it balanced if you know the cards well, but without knowing the cards, it can be very unbalanced, as some gods are much better than others. Like, some gods against other gods will win almost 100% of the time if the players are at similar levels. And so, then the final aspect is fun. And I think Santorini is an extremely fun game. But here I have some issues. Oh, sorry, I forgot my final rating for quality. And that's going to be a low 8 out of 15. So, for fun, I think it's a great game to play with your friends. But my main problem with it here is that if you're at different skill levels, it's very hard to balance that, and playing with people who are a lot worse or a lot better than you can often be not very interesting. So, not very interesting, which sucks. So, but that said, if you are at the same level as the person you're playing against, it's one of the best games out there, especially to play in a short time. While setup can take a while, which is true, and it can take like almost 5 minutes, you can play a singular game in 5 minutes probably, and 15 minutes. It's not going to be longer than 15 minutes. And you can probably play a match, which is best out of 3, in probably like 25 minutes. So, on fun, the final score, which I'm going to give it, is a 13 out of 15. Okay, so now I'm going to be giving Santorini its final score, and this will be out of 100 with everything considered. And by the way, some things are more important than others in my review, so this won't just be a weird addition of all of the previous scores. So my final rating for Santorini out of 100 is 93, which is very good. Santorini here, great game. I love it. I would suggest getting it. It doesn't cost that much. It's only like $30-$40. That's really cheap compared to other board games, especially for one as amazing as this.